Gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. So we have come to that part in the afternoon where we're going to hear speeches from three of the gentlemen on the top table. But before we get into the speeches, what did you think of that meal? Wasn't it fantastic today? Put your hands together, please, for the staff here at Games Park. Victoria, there's a whole team of people working behind these walls. And also to the bride and groom for choosing that delicious menu. So thank you all very much. Yes. So our first speaker, and in fact when I introduce all the speakers, ladies and gentlemen, please get behind them with your applause and appreciate every word that they say to you. But our first speaker had the honour of walking his beautiful daughter down the aisle today to marry, yes. To marry the love of her life. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let's welcome Frank!
One, two. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming today. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Frank. And I'm losing it already. And I'm Natasha's proud dad and Luke's brand new father-in-law. And if their names don't know nothing to you, you're at the wrong wedding. So, right, let's go. So, as a father of the bride, I felt sheer panic at the thought of walking Natasha down the aisle and then delivering this speech. For those of you in the room that were at Luke's stag do, you get this. I brought a lot of Dutch courage. Dutch carrot from the stag. And I love that, so I thought I'd just bring a souvenir back home. Right, back to Tash. I remember when Sarah told me she was pregnant with Tasha, I couldn't stop smiling. May have had something to do with the Fosters, I don't know, but it was February the 14th, Valentine's Day. And from that day, Tash, you had my heart. You had my heart. Becoming a dad for the first time is a proud and emotional moment. Whether being a son or a daughter. And, hold on, I've lost myself, hold on. So, becoming a dad, so walking my little girl down the aisle this afternoon, I couldn't have been much prouder. And when I walked upstairs and I looked up, she broke my heart. And she looked absolutely stunning. I know you say yes, but it is true. And like me, I've seen what she looks like when she's gone out with the girls. And at the end of the day, she does scrub up pretty well. So, at the end of the day, there you go. But you'll always look gorgeous in my eyes, definitely. From a young age, Jess showed strong personality, and you always worked hard for what you wanted in life, whether being your career, a home, or a holidays. Tash always set her goals and went for them. And to be honest, we couldn't be prouder of everything you've achieved. And the strong, lovable, funny woman you've grown into today. We love you lots and lots and lots, and wish you both much happiness. I remember meeting Luke for the first time and thinking what a remarkable man he was. I've got And you could see how much he loved Tash. I had a great chat with him and distinctly remember us chatting about he was supporting the wrong football team. I also remember Tasha suggesting he moved in for 9 months and so they could save for somewhere to buy. So after 3 years later, we were to move out and change the locks just in case I decided to come back. And there was the time Luke asked me to ask Tasha's hand in marriage. That was quite a funny day because a lot of people know that I like to go on my wanders and go for a beer and everything. And we was in a lovely sunny area abroad. And all I wanted to do was buy a bag of ice. And Luke went, I'm coming. I went, no, you're all right. He said, no, I'm coming with you. I said, no, you don't need to come with me. You're all right. He come along and he asked for his hand in his hand for marriage for Tasha, which to me is great family values, which is accommodation for Bill and Jeanette, which is absolutely fabulous. But then at the end of the day, I still had to buy the beer. So, for the words of wisdom, I can give you both as you start married life. Just have fun together. Laugh about things. Life has their ups and downs, but it's being strong together and seeing the funny side of things. And remember, Luke, she's always the princess. Yeah. Tash, I'm so proud to be your dad, and it's great to be a great pleasure to welcome Luke into my family. And yes, Luke, I'm officially your father-in-law. So, ladies and gentlemen, will you be upstanding? Hold on. There's the first. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming, and I hope you've enjoyed the meal. Again, like Terry said, the meal was beautiful, and it was lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be upstanding and join me to host the happy couple, Tash and Luke. Right, that's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's hit a very proud, emotional father of the bride, Frank! Well, our next speaker really needs no introduction, but he is going to get one because he began the day as a bachelor and he's about to address you all for the first time as a newly married husband. And for that, I don't think he just deserves a round of applause, I think he deserves a standing ovation. So if you can, please be on your feet, give it up for the man of the hour!
Thank you, you're far too kind.
Well done, Luke. Oh, I've got a heart attack.
You got insulin? Now, firstly, can we all agree how beautiful my bride looks today? So since we have had this wedding book, Tash has kindly reminded me over and over again that nobody actually gives a shit about my speech. So I'm going to keep it nice and short. And I can also imagine that actually most of you are shocked that I'm not doing this speech from the toilet in there, since I spend half of my time on the toilet. Now, so for everyone here, I go under many names, it seems. Luke, Scouse, and most family, Machine Gun Lukey, #1 rebirth player in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you, Big Daddy. Thank you very much. Now, bridesmaids, you girls look fantastic today. I want to thank Rachel so much for everything you've done for Tash in the lead up to our wedding, and always being there for her. Even for me when I need to try and buy Jake's birthday presents. You know, the hen you planned was amazing, not quite as good as my stag, but it was amazing. How dapper do my groomsmen also look today? They look amazing. Jake, thank you, brother, for planning the best stag do. Being your friend since I was able to remember has been an unreal journey. Who would have thought that we would both be getting married 4 weeks apart from each other? I just want to remind you that whatever you say today might come back to bite you at your wedding. Since me and Dodson are going to plan an amazing speech. I want to thank my mum and dad who look absolutely amazing today.
Especially you, Dad.
Especially my dad. I want to thank you for raising me in the right way to be able to one day call someone as beautiful and kind and thoughtful as Tash as my wife. Thank you for always being there no matter what. For us, at a drop of a hat, this really does not go unappreciated. And I know you both are losing your memories with old age. So I really hope, as you both are recording this, to remember what I've said. Frank and Sarah, thank you for everything you've done for me and Tash since we've been together also. Thank you for also letting me live with you guys for 3 years, and like Frank said, he only thought it was going to be a few months. Thank you for bringing into this world my dream girl, and raising her to be the special lady she is today. I have to also add, Sarah, there will be no music battle between me and you tonight, as there always is when I come round. I also want to thank Gaines Park for hosting the most amazing wedding, and I want to thank the chefs for the most amazing food you've put on today. I think they all deserve a round of applause. I also want to thank every single one of you that's here today. Although you might not even know it, but at some point, whether myself or Tash have been going through a dark time, you've always been there, one way or another. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, ignore that part. Right. Now, my beautiful bride, where do I start? I think we should start with some shots. Now, we are husband and wife. This is something you're going to need to improve on. You are very well known for either sipping your shots or giving me the other half. So I've got us 2 shots to start our marriage the right way. Right, back in 2015, a year I never heard the end of, from yourself or Benita, I'm hoping after today you two can put this crazy year behind you. You coming out of a relationship and myself saying, who would have thought in the wonderful Oyster Bay in Canvey Island that my future wife would look at me and tell me I look like Peter Crouch. Causing me to do the robot, to look up and you had disappeared. I'm so fortunate to have my best friend and wife in one. Whenever I'm slightly down, you instantly sense and completely change my mood for the better. Although this does seem to cost us an incredible amount, some way or another. I love you for being the clumsy woman you are, from falling off trains when you're drunk, to tripping over curbs when you're sober. On Friday, I'm pretty sure you nearly blinded yourself, while squirting lemon in your eye rather than on your food. My bride has always backed me in whatever I choose to do in life, 100%. Whether that's taking a risk, taking a new job, or becoming a pro golfer, which after my last round, Jake, I'm pretty sure you can agree that that's going to happen. Or whether it's becoming the #1 rebirth player in the world. Thank you very much, Big Daddy. Can you agree? You can agree. Rebirth #1. Thank you very much, Will. You know, Tash, you've always been my #1 fan, and for the rest of my life, I will always be yours. I'm so proud of how far you've come in your career, being able to see from the very start of our relationship the hard work, effort you put in, and how well thought of you are by your colleagues who are here today. It's been a pleasure celebrating every promotion you've got. I cannot wait to be a house husband soon if you can anymore. but we have had our tough time.
You're right, sweet.
Go on, Luke.
Good, mate. Good. Come on, this guy.
But we've had our tough times, and I know you said you don't want me to bring it up, it's a huge part of our lives together. And unfortunately, we lost our second child, which, my God, how dramatic that was. The toughest part of the whole thing was walking away with your engagement ring in my hand, not knowing if I'd ever see you again. Can't even say.
Go on, mate. You're right. You go in. Come on.
I loved you a hell of a lot before this happened, but I feel like since that moment you was nearly taken away from me. My love for you has reached new levels I did not know could exist. However, it was not all doom and gloom, as we now have one child, which for as long as you know he is in our lives, he will be the only child. And for those that don't know, that is our Pablo. And to be honest, it has cost us more than a child so far, I'm sure. So on that note, can we please raise a glass for my beautiful bride, and please raise a glass even higher for Audrey and Jack, who are watching from above, and I know they'd be so proud of you right now. Cheers.
Cheers. Well done, Luke.
And now over to Blake, and it is a tough crowd, mate. It's a tough crowd. Very tough. Incredibly tough. Enjoy.
Is that the intro? Sweet. Wow. Two nice speeches. Mine's not that nice. Ouch. Well done, Luke, though, mate. That was hard work and done very well there, mate. Very emotional as well. I've even got blurred vision, so bear with me. Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Jake, Luke's best man. I tell you what, yeah, Luke never actually asked me to be his best man. He never asked me a question. He just completely told me, "You are my best man." So I actually had no choice. He might regret it in 5 minutes' time, though. Before I shed some truth about Luke, can we just appreciate the bride today? Tasha, you look absolutely amazing. I tell you what, picturesque. If you could ever paint the bride, that picture of you and Frank walking down the aisle, that is it. That is it. Absolute glamorous. Your hair is on point as always. You know I love your hair. On point. Beautiful. Frank and Sarah, you must be so proud. You've already said it, Frank. I hear you. You must be so proud. And the groom, Luke, well, Jeanette and Bill, let's just say you tried. You look dapper as ever, mate. You're tucked. Look at it. Unbelievable. You look $1 million today, mate. I'm jealous. Also, I wore the velvet. The bridesmaids, great choice of bridesmaids. Wherever you're dotted around, absolutely stunning today. I mean, I even put a ring on one of them myself. So, yeah, no, seriously, you all look beautiful today. And thank you for making Luke and Tasha's day so special today. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The groomsmen, where are you all? All dotted around again. Legends, absolute legends. Thanks for keeping this in check and drinking all the alcohol. So, part of my job today, I get the task of saying a few words about today's main man. I can honestly say he's one of the most handsome, most funny men I've ever met. Okay, and I'm proud to call him my friend today. So if you do bump into Frank, please do give him a drink. He's a great guy. He deserves it. Seriously, what a guy. No, in all seriousness, I've known Luke now for 28 years. It's as long as I can remember. We've been play school together, nursery together, infants together, juniors together.
Sleeping together.
We actually used to, yeah. The heaters, midnight, Jeanette will bring him in, playing video games, yeah. Sleeping, I don't think we actually really slept much, did we? Yeah. And we went to seniors together for a short while until he thought I did a maths class and had to change schools. It's a story for another time, but I can tell you if you want me to. Seriously, he had to change his pants and the school.
True story.
Yeah, true story. No, it's safe to say that we basically speak to each other every day. I think that's safe to say, isn't it? To Tasha, it must be like having a third person in a relationship. Yeah? Someone obviously agrees. I mean, she must have known it wasn't a coincidence that Luke actually wanted his wedding on this specific weekend, which, as it happens, is the closest weekend to my 30th birthday. Double celebration of that. Luke, great job, mate. Love it. Tuxedo for my birthday, brilliant. Absolutely love it. So I remember when Luke first met Tasha. In fact, I was actually there, and yes, she did say he looked like Peter Crouch. And 2, he did do the robot. And 3, she did walk away. Now Luke, bloody hell. So growing up, Luke has had the nickname Scouse, so I've called him Scouse all the time. So if you hear me shout Scouse tonight, yeah, it's probably me. And if you're thinking why, I mean, have you spoke to his old man? And I mean, you know, yes. I mean, growing up from the age of 6 to 15, I don't think the geezer left his house without wearing something to do with Liverpool or kicking a football or any object without shouting Gerard. True fact?
Very true.
Yeah. So our journey as best mates has been awesome. Plenty of memories. We've been on holidays, weekends away, nights out, and many more. Which is where some of our favourite memories have come from. I mean, I'll never forget our first lads' holiday, which is to Napa. Being 18 years of age, or just turned 18 years of age, I don't think all of us were 18. Thinking it would be cool to buy a bottle of champagne on the plane, as you do. Probably spent half of our spending money. But consequently losing one of your teeth while sipping the champagne on the plane. He thought it was hilarious. I was like, oh my god, first lads' holiday, you are not pouring. He then flicks his tooth down the plane, which hits the passenger's head in front of him, bounces off his head and lands back in his champagne. Seriously, how's your luck? How is your luck? Seriously. Like I say, growing up, we just bounce off each other. I think if anyone knows us well, people look at us and what the hell are they talking about? We just literally, I don't know, enter in the world. Mainly just daring each other, or really me daring you to do things, and you probably actually do it as well. I never get bored of watching him just unexpectedly bombing in every swimming pool he sets his eyes on while shouting cheers. Even including my 2-foot swimming pool or paddling pool in my garden. No wonder you've got no knee ligaments. So, growing up as a teenager, we practically lived on our bikes, as you do. I'll never forget the time when someone videoed him launching his brand new bike into a bush, which then appeared on Facebook and his mum finding it somehow. And then him going home and denying to his mum endlessly that it was not his bike, it wasn't his bike. Jeanette, we're sorry it's taking this long, it was his bike. Sorry mate. There's so many drunken memories, this would be one of them. I think I was actually the person that introduced you to beer and alcohol. Yeah, I think yeah. I got you drunk the first time. Yeah, take that one. One memory in particular is where we were so drunk, we both couldn't move, having to call our missus saying we were lost, both of us. We were so drunk, we were saying we were lost. Can you help us? We was asking Mrs. help us, we're lost. They were quite concerned because it ends up we were just in my garage next door. I think we caused the girls some concern that night. I'm sure most of you know Luke's dad just took place in Prague last month. We've even got some memorabilia here. Seen that, Frank? Brilliant. No, it's a fantastic trip. Absolutely blinding. Luke loves playing video games, if you didn't know from his speech. Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. He plays so much Call of Duty. Sasha, don't you know it? Yeah. He constantly claims that he is the #1 ranked Rebirth player in the world.
I am. He's going to agree.
So I thought it would be a good idea to take him to a real shooting range in Prague to shoot an AK-47 and Uzi and a shotgun, which was quality. And I'll tell you what, he was annoyingly good at that too. I wish he was shit, I was improving my speech. But like I said, I can honestly stand here and tell you loads of stories about Luke, how funny this guy is, what a great guy he is. But one, I don't want to embarrass him anymore, and 2, I don't want to give him any more trouble, Jeanette. But I must say, Jeanette, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have these bow ties on, and they are not clip-ons, Tash. These are real bow ties. And Jeanette, you spent hours and hours and hours on your teddy bear. practicing how to do these tell ties. So big shout out to you. I didn't know you could build a teddy bear, to be fair. Now I do. But Tasha, like I say, since coming into Luke's life, he certainly fell in love. And I can honestly say I've gained a really good friend. You are an absolute diamond. Luke, thank you so much for choosing me to be best man. It's been a privilege today. You are like a brother to me, such a caring and kind guy. And I can honestly say there's never a dull moment being around you. I've definitely got the best seat in the house today, sitting next to you. You've had me in stitches. I wish you both nothing but happiness and success in your future. So, on behalf of all of us here today, we'd like to thank you both as the new Mr. and Mrs. McQuilliam for allowing us to share this amazing moment with you and let the celebrations continue. So would you all join me in raising your glasses and standing up to not only the wonderful couple, but to the many happy years of marriage I wish for them. Cheers! Let the celebrations begin. Thank you.
Well said, Jacob. Ladies and gentlemen, can we also appreciate Luke as well? And of course, Frank!
Hang on. Yeah, I know, yeah. I'm joking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings this part of the celebration to a wonderful close. In a moment, I'm going to invite you all back over to the Orangery where Luke and Tash got married. There's a cheese board there as well, and I think drinks. Yes. You're welcome when you head over there to take any drinks on your table as well. But please also take your belongings because we're going to turn this space around and get it ready for an awesome party. Now, Tash and Luke, can I invite you to stand and to make your way, please, to the end of the top table? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to ask them to make their way back over to the Orangery, and you're going to follow them. You were amazing when you welcomed them with your swirling napkins. Please shake them open again one more time. Will everyone please stand as our bride and groom make their way back over to the Orangery? Natasha